Hey there everybody, what is going on? My name is Aditya and welcome back to another brand new video regarding Semantic UI. And basically in today's video we're going to be talking about the dropdown. Now this is a thing that I wanted to talk back in the section where I talked about the forms, but it used a little bit of JavaScript and I didn't really want to cover any of the JavaScript stuff back then. So here you have it, here you go with the dropdown menus. Okay, so the very first thing that I want to tell it to you guys is that drop down menus are of several kind, and in Semantic UI you can use them in two different ways. That is, one is using the div and the second one is obviously using the select menu. And obviously both of them are being styled correctly, but I do recommend it using the select because it makes the things a lot more simpler and a lot more semantic than when you'll be using div. It just gets a lots of I don't have a word for that. It gets a little bit weird because you don't really know what exactly you are doing. So I recommend you going with the select option, and that's what I'm going to go with in this video. But if you really want this div option, you can go on the Semantic UI's website and just go through that little documentation page over there, and you'll be getting to know what exactly that looks like. And basically the inner options are almost same. Some of the times you may need that kind of div, but yeah, I don't really recommend using it. Okay, so the very first thing that I'm gonna do is remove all of the content inside the container because yeah, obviously we are right at the point where we left off in the previous video. Alright, so the very first thing that we want to do over here is use a select with a UI selection drop down class, and there we go. So it is asking me for a name, and I'm gonna give it a name of, say, gender, ID, gender select. And inside the select menu we are gonna be giving up some options. Option value is equals to male, and another option whose value is equals to female and female. And there we go. Oops, I'm sorry. And if we go ahead and refresh the page, now what exactly you're going to be seeing over here is just a normal select menu right over here. But obviously it doesn't really have that kind of effect. Like even in the Bootstrap, if you would have created this kind of menu, it won't have any effect. It would just look like this, and when you click on that, it just looks like the default ones. So what exactly we have to do to create this drop down menu more interactive is make some changes in our JavaScript code. So what I'm going to do in here is I'm going to select an element on this page named as gender select, and I'm simply just going to make that particular element to be a drop down menu. And just like that, we have got the drop down menu. So now if you go ahead and click on this, you can see it is a lot more better. So you can go ahead and choose your gender, and just like that, I do really recommend this thing. So just go ahead and use this thing. But if you want some sort of different things, and just want to get these things a little bit messier, it would look a lot like let me see if I have a snippet for that. It was UI selection. Okay, I don't have a no, I guess I don't have any snippet for that. But just like this, that things are things get a little bit messy. So if you are using something like that, .ui .selection .drop down, and inside of there you would have created a I whose class will be equals to drop down icon, so that you get that little drop down icon effect over there. And then you would have added a hidden field in which you could have stored the name, and then you would have added two different items, each of which containing another div which has the data value and the data name, so that you can access it with the help of your backend, or you can send it backwards to the JavaScript. But I don't really recommend this thing, so because it gets so much messy. So I'm not gonna be showing off all of that. So just like that, we have created this little thing, but there are two more different things that we can do with the help of Semantic UI. We can create a search menu, we can create this little thing just like that, but it would search through those things, and then only it would show them all up. Or else the second option would be, you could have created a field just like in the tags in the WordPress. If you have ever used WordPress, you're gonna be setting the tags. So you're gonna be setting multiple amount of tags. So just select all of those tags in which, if you have ever used WordPress or Stack Overflow or even YouTube, on that on when uploading the video and stuff like that, it just asks for the tags, and you're gonna be typing it, and it is just like the multiple select menu. So we are gonna be getting into those two things right now. Okay, so to create a menu, create a drop down menu with the help of the search option, you're simply just gonna be putting in here a search selection drop down, and that's it. That's how you create a search option dialog. Well, basically I'm just gonna be going ahead and copying and pasting this thing over and over. I guess I'm just simply gonna change that to something like I don't know. I'm just typing out some random stuff: TKA, ASD, ERT, and let's just go ahead and type in SMO. I don't know why did I type all of these things, but I just typed it to just go ahead and it would make a lot more sense. Now I had to change it, so I can go ahead and change it, or I can leave it as it is. But when you are creating a real life design and you want different things and you want them to be named differently, you can go ahead and change those names, but I'm not really gonna care about that too much right now. So I'm just simply gonna refresh the page, and let's just see how does that go. So there we go. That's how exactly it does. So let's just say if I want male, I can simply I can simply just go ahead and go up, back and forth. Lorem, there we go. It just searches that particular thing, SMO, ERT, and basically it just works like that, and it just works. In Bootstrap you would have to do a lot of things. In Zub Foundation, again, a lot of things. I haven't really seen exactly if they have added something like this in their menu in their system before, and I haven't even seen in Bootstrap 4 if they have added this kind of thing. But until now, as per what I have used it, I haven't seen this kind of thing in any other library like this. Okay, so we are going to be moving up to the next topic, that is the multiple selection dropdown. And even that's quite easy, because we simply just have to go ahead and change the search to the multiple. Now in the multiple selection dropdown, there's just one thing to be noticed. Okay, I'm sorry, my mobile just rang. Alright, so this thing, that is the value, should be changed every single time. It should be something different. So I'm simply gonna change that. Let's just say, how many languages do you know? C++, CPP, C, PHP, or Ruby, and then I'm simply gonna go it over here and say, what exactly, how many languages are there? Go, oops, I'm typing it wrong. Go, and I guess I'm simply gonna remove this option. Okay, let's just go ahead and be sure these two options remain over there, and I'm gonna say HTML, CSS. Well, let's just go ahead and make it fluid once, so that it just takes out entire page container's length. CSS and say JS and JavaScript right in here, and let's just see how does that go. Okay, so it by default selects this C++. If you don't want it, you can simply cut it out, or else you are gonna have to go ahead and select each one of those: C, PHP, Ruby, HTML, JavaScript, Ruby. So how exactly did that work? Well, behind the scenes it did a lot of work, but it just selected right on the go for us. Well, there's just one more thing to be noticed. If I, let's just say, had kept all of these values to be same, alright, I'm gonna give these three values the same name, and I'm gonna refresh the page. Well, now what you would have seen is HTML, and when I click on CSS and JavaScript, they don't really appear over there, because CSS and JavaScript have got the exact same value as option value named as HTML. So obviously that doesn't work, so don't even try about it. Well, obviously I guess that is it about the Semantic UI's drop down menus. There are three different kind of menus. Just a quick recap. I don't think so. I don't really have to give a recap. So if you want to go ahead and if you didn't understand anything in here, simply go ahead and play it from the backwards, because that's what I feel is the best way to learn. And even going through the documentation is one of the best way to learn. So obviously, thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you love this video, just slap that like button and subscribe to this channel for more content like this. I'll be making one more video series on Aurelia.io. Obviously, I have seen a lot of Aurelia things, but I have seen a proper series regarding Aurelia. And even why I decided to create a Semantic UI series was because I didn't really see any Semantic UI series available for free of cost, like how I loved them to be like. So obviously I'm gonna be creating a lots of series for free in there. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. Just subscribe to this channel for giving me some support, and peace out.